Okay, folks, let's see what we can do with this one. It's raining outside nice and steadily. Let's see how we go with this. Yeah, we just replenished the blue toner, or what they call the cyan toner. So we're all ready to go. Going black in colour into black. Okay, let's see what we have here. It's an Everlast sleeveless hoodie. So yeah, we'll just show you the logo. New York, New York. Good old New York. I'd love to go to New York, folks. Even though I'm not rich, I'm disabled, and I can't afford currently to go there. I can't afford to go there. I can't go on my own anyway because my disability, my memory problems make it easier, not easy, difficult to learn things like street names and numbers and shit, and I'd end up getting lost, and I'll tell you what, I'll end up in fucking tears, creating a drama. And that's what happens when you're a person with a disability and you're not married, or you're not with someone who's able-bodied, who really cares about you. So, you feel lonely and you feel like you can't do much because of the disability. You're focused on what you can do after you take the disability into account. And that really is quite frustrating to deal with that, to deal with this lack of... You feel you have to do everything on your own, but the thing is, you're disabled, and being disabled, you can't really do things on your own. You can't be independent, not truly. And I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9 so I can get in touch with a person who I lost when I was very young, and who wanted to marry me, who could see past the disability, who could see past the loneliness that people were instilling upon me because they hated me and they didn't want to be my friend, or they didn't want to accept me. And basically, he wanted to love me and love me as I am, and I really miss that. And I get lonely, and I really struggle to deal with day-to-day living, being lonely, being desolate, not having the things in life that really matter. Really gets so fucking lonely, and yet I have to be as self-sufficient as I can, even though I'm not. I do get help from the NDIS to cook my meals. I get help from another group to help me with other things, and basically, yeah. And it's really, I'm going to use this as our master copy, but basically it gets so fucking lonely and it's difficult. I'm trying to focus on what I can do when I go on the photocopier, because I do believe I have talent as an artist, as a real artist, but I'm not being recognised, and Channel 9 don't seem to care that I want to make my life better and to help others. I don't want to be on the taxpayer's purse, folks. I don't want to be having to be funded by taxpayers because I'm not able to be a success, that I have to fucking live with my disability and basically, and accept the shitty cards that have been dealt my way. So, I'm really trying to get out there and trying to get recognised as an artist, not a fucking person sponging off taxpayer, it really gets lonely and it gets frustrating, and it really is difficult trying to make ends meet. The electricity is going up, so I ration my shower use. I shower once a week and wash my hair every 2 weeks. So I can't afford the rising costs of living. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I don't want to sponge off social housing, because I get social housing because I can't afford being on a disability support pension and working in an Australian disability enterprise. I can't afford much. I'm not rich. Very, very low grade, you could say. And I know Channel 9 do tend to like to stick their noses up the assholes of the rich and the famous and give them a lick. Maybe even give them a lick. I know that sounds really bad, but I just get so fucking frustrated with how things are and the status quo and what sort of things the rich people get versus the people like myself who are low class, and we don't get any recognition just because we're not rich. It's like the people who make it successful to start with get more success. It's called enrichment. And people like me who don't have success, we don't get no fucking help to get there. So, I just forgot to put the mirror image on. No wonder. I'm just going to set it back. But basically, yeah, it's really difficult. I suffer. Yeah, set it back. Yeah, setbacks. I feel like I'm hoping that the problems I'm having getting to air on Channel 9 are basically just a matter of setbacks. I'm just hoping they're setbacks, not fucking them ignoring me or giving me the bum steer and thinking I'm not good enough, I'm not rich enough, I'm not famous enough. If I can become famous, I want to become a philanthropist. I want to give most of my money away to helping others like myself who have had to live on benefits or live in social housing or had to eke out a living in what was called a sheltered workshop, now dollied up to be called a disability, an Australian disability enterprise. But that's just a fancy word for sheltered workshop. We all know sheltered workshops are not places of dignity, folks. Not even for those people who have got a total global, I think it's called global intellectual disability in so many words, where the whole brain is disabled, not just parts of it. I also believe I might have high functioning autism in addition to the brain damage I had at birth. And yeah, and that's come up looking a real treat. And it's up to you, Channel 9. The ball is in your court. You've got the power. You can make me into a star, and I'll stop using government organisations because, yes, they've done a good job, yes, but I don't want to live like that. I want to live abundantly and rich, and I want to give the services back to people who need them most. And thank you, Centrelink. Thank you, Housing. Thank you to the ADEs who I've worked for. You've all done me well. But Channel 9, if you want me off the taxpayer's purse, and I'm sure a lot of taxpayers would be grateful if they could get me off it, well, yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you to the NDIS. Okay, I nearly forgot. But basically, yeah, if you want me off the taxpayer's purse, it's up to you, Channel 9. It's up to you. Gotta go. That's my another 2 cents for the day. Yeah.